Okay, so I was not emotionally prepared for this one at all. Marvel's Wolverine is officially slashing its way onto PS5 in fall 2026. And yeah, that's later than we hoped, earlier than our patience wanted, somewhere in between pain and hype. This was confirmed during Sony's September 2025 State of Play, and let's be honest, Sony probably picked that window very carefully. Because GTA 6 is dropping in November, and nobody wants to release anything within a 5-mile radius of that explosion. Now, here's the wild part. This is Insomniac, the same studio that casually dropped Spider-Man, then DLC, then Miles Morales, then Ratchet and Clank, then Spider-Man 2. Like, do they sleep? Do they blink? Anyway, Wolverine is a full PS5 exclusive, at least at launch, which means one thing. They're going all in on next-gen graphics. We're talking instant loading, ray-traced lighting bouncing off metal claws, hyper-detailed character models, and environments that actually look lived in. Not just video game pretty, but I could trip over that trash bag pretty. And the combat? Oh, it's brutal. The trailer showed Logan straight up impaling enemies, tearing through rooms, dismemberment, blood, chaos. This is not PG-13 Wolverine. This is lock the door and lower the lights Wolverine. Insomniac says they're building the ultimate Wolverine fantasy. Fast, ferocious, emotional. And honestly, if the graphics match the violence, yeah, this might be one of the most jaw-dropping PS5 games we've ever seen. Okay, history nerds and sword lovers, please remain calm. I am not calm. After 20 years, yes, 20, Capcom is finally bringing back Onimusha with Onimusha Way of the Sword, launching in 2026 on PS5. That's not a sequel, that's a resurrection. You play as Miyamoto Musashi, legendary samurai energy, modeled after classic actor Toshiro Mifune, exploring a dark, twisted version of Kyoto during the Edo period. So imagine, ancient temples, fog-covered streets, burning lanterns, and demons politely trying to remove your organs. In 4K, at 60 frames per second, with ray-traced lighting reflecting off your sword. Yeah, that kind of next-gen. Combat is where this gets spicy. You're not just button mashing, you're parrying, redirecting enemies mid-attack, blocking from all directions, using tables as shields. And when their stamina breaks, you trigger Break Isen, which is developer language for instant cinematic dismemberment. Clean, brutal, stylish. Chain enough perfect moves together and Musashi turns into a ghost, slashing through enemies like a haunted blender. Respectfully. Capcom says they've wanted to revive this series for years, but couldn't until now. And honestly, with PS5 hardware pushing realistic skin, cloth physics, dynamic shadows, and absurdly detailed environments, this isn't just a comeback. This is Onimusha showing off. 2026 is stacked, your backlog is doomed, and your controller already sweating. Okay. Imagine Captain America and Black Panther teaming up, but it's World War II. Paris is occupied, Hydra is rising, and everything looks so real it's slightly uncomfortable. Yeah, that's Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra, launching sometime after early 2026 on PS5. And this is not your colorful, quippy Marvel sandbox. This is gritty, cinematic, heavy. You play as 4 characters: Steve Rogers, Azuri, the original Black Panther, a Howling Commando soldier, and the leader of Wakanda's spy network. So instead of one hero camera angle, you're bouncing between perspectives, stories, and combat styles. Now let's talk graphics, because this is where things get dangerous. The game is built in Unreal Engine 5, which means skin pores, micro expressions, film-quality lighting, cloth physics on capes that probably deserve their own Oscar. I'm serious. The character models look like they could start arguing with you about rent. The story is being written by Amy Hennig, the Uncharted legend, and Marvel writer Mark Bernardine. So expect betrayal, war politics, moral gray areas, and emotional damage. The trailer already showed facial animations so realistic it crossed into, is this mocap or witchcraft territory? And on PS5, you're getting dense wartime cities, realistic shadows crawling across destroyed buildings, fast loading between story scenes, and full cinematic presentation with controller rumbling explosions. This isn't just a superhero game, it's a playable Marvel movie with next-gen graphics turned up to disrespectful. Okay, quick warning. If you don't like being chased in dark hallways by something that crawls on the ceiling, you might want to emotionally prepare yourself. Because Resident Evil Requiem drops on February 27th, 2026 for PS5, and Capcom is not being gentle. This is the 9th main Resident Evil game, set decades after Raccoon City got, deleted from existence. You play as two characters. First, Grace Ashcroft, an FBI analyst. Not a super soldier, not a combat god, just a normal human with anxiety and a lighter. Her missions are pure survival horror, sneaking, hiding under tables, throwing bottles to distract monsters, and yes, there's a main creature that stalks you through walls, ceilings, vents. Basically your landlord, but evil. Then you switch to Leon Kennedy, and suddenly it's guns, melee, parries, hatchets breaking mid-fight. Two completely different vibes. Now here's the next-gen part. This game lets you switch between first person and third person at any time. So whether you want, I can see every skin pore and regret my life choices, realism, or I want cinematic over-the-shoulder action, PS5 handles both. We're talking ray-traced shadows, volumetric fog in abandoned hotels, dynamic lighting reacting to your flashlight, and facial animations so detailed you can actually see Grace panicking in real time. Capcom built this as a 30th anniversary game, so yeah, they're going hard. Old story threads, Umbrella secrets, Raccoon City trauma, all wrapped in next-gen horror graphics designed to stress your GPU and your soul. Sleep? Optional. Flashlight batteries? Mandatory. Okay, everyone relax. No, actually don't relax, because this is the final boss of video game releases. Grand Theft Auto 6 is officially set for November 19th, 2026 on PS5. Yes, that GTA, the one that's about to erase productivity worldwide. This time, we're heading to the state of Leonida, basically Florida with better lighting and more crime, centered around a fully rebuilt Vice City. Neon beaches, crowded highways, swamps, nightclubs, gas stations that absolutely will explode. And you play as Jason and Lucia, a criminal duo doing crimes. Romantically. Very toxic. Very stylish. Now, let's talk next-gen graphics, because Rockstar didn't just upgrade, they went feral. We're expecting photorealistic character models, real-time weather systems, crowds with actual routines, reflections in car paint, skin textures that show sweat, dirt, regret, and probably tax evasion too. On PS5, this means dense cities, massive draw distances, zero loading screens while driving across the entire map, and lighting so realistic you'll forget you're committing 12 felonies. Now, small chaos update. Some insiders say the game might still need polishing, but others claim Rockstar is confident it'll hit 2026, which in Rockstar language means it's done when the universe allows it. But assuming it lands, this won't just be a game. It'll be a global event, a graphics benchmark, and the reason your PS5 suddenly sounds like a jet engine. November 19th, 2026. Clear your schedule, tell your family you love them, and back up your save files.